Heroes, unite! I think I messed up my own intro. Ugh. Well, anywho. But in all seriousness, heroes, unite! Yeah, I think I just accidentally came up with a new intro. Well, alright then. That's a way to start a video. But yeah. First, guys, I want to clarify. Found out why that video was the Wolverine thing messed up. Turns out I'm an idiot. On the controls for the OBS, I had it set up to use the one button. Let me show you. Maybe if I get my thumb on the right thing. Right here. This number 1. I had... Wait. Did I show the right one? Oh my goodness. Okay. That is... From the looks of it, that's just a bit bad quality there. Anywho, though, yeah, I had that set up to be the hotkey, keybind, whatever you're familiar with. Anywho, excuse me, I had that set up to be the button that I press to start and stop the stream. I also was ending up using it as a control in the game. Effectively translating to when I pressed it the first time to enter a code into the keypad on the game, I inadvertently turned off my own stream. I mean, given it's been a year or so since the previous stream prior to that one, I did actually forget I did that. That's great for Minecraft, not so much for this. But don't worry, got it removed. That being said, that being said, let's get started where we left off. Oh. Thought I'd mention, by the way, that I like video? Marker? Oh, sorry, just noticing functions on YouTube. Anywho. Okay. Well, OBS kind of has this option to connect with live chat now, and I can't really get that to work. But yeah, as I'm sure you can see, I did make adjustments to the description. I don't know if I'll be adding that to the previous ones, because now I'm making it to where I state the video that inspired me, the channel that inspired me, and where you can get the program. In this one's case, not so much Minecraft, because, you know, you can literally just look that up, and it's actually so simple, you might not even have to look it up. But, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do it on the rest in this playlist or not, because, like, I just literally found out a few minutes ago. The YouTuber is not making videos anymore, and I'm one to, you know, promote them, and kind of doesn't work if they're not making videos, and, you know. I mean, I will be doing it in the future ones, but I don't know if it'll do any good for the past. But anywho, today we're starting with a game that I really liked from my childhood. It's still from that Nick Jr. Oswald show. This one's Oswald's Specials of the Day. Very interesting. As you shall see in just a sec.
Hi, welcome to the Big Diner. This is where Winnie and I like to have lunch with Daisy and Henry.
Howdy dowdy.
Hello. Oh, hi, Madam Butterfly. We're ready to order. Henry, what would you like?
Trout balls and spaghetti, please.
Let's help Madam Butterfly with Henry's order. Click on what he ordered from the menu.
Wait, did making it bigger actually improve the quality? Okay, looks that way. Yeah, sorry about that. I just saw something on OBS and, need to get it set up. But yeah, trout balls and spaghettis. Boop.
That's right. How about you, Daisy?
I'll have the sunflower salad with jiggleberry dressing, please.
What a name.
Do you see what Daisy ordered on the menu? Click on it. That's right. Winnie and I will have the mystery lunch.
What's the mystery in a mystery lunch, Oswald?
That's just it. It's a mystery. Please click on what Winnie and I ordered. That's right. Oh, the diner is really busy. Let's help Madam Butterfly in the kitchen. Let's make Henry's lunch first. What do we need to make trout balls and spaghetti? Click on the ingredients on the shelves that are on this page of the cookbook.
Yeah, must admit, even when I was a kid, I hated when the games were like, you need to do blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, I already figured that out 2 seconds before you finished talking. Like, can you... Like, I think I speak for all gamers when I say this, but when you have a game that gives you a tutorial, that's great and all, but like, if you already figure out what to do before they're halfway done with the tutorial, and due to how the game works, it physically won't let you skip it or press a button, it's like, okay, I already figured it out. Can you shut up and let me play the game? But other times it does give a break from real life and gives you a second to, take a breather. So,
That's right. That's right.
The animation.
That's right. Well, let's give the next dish a try. What do we need to make sunflower salad with jiggleberry dressing?
Now, I want to point out 2 things to y'all. First, I'd actually like to know if anyone actually has that trout ball and spaghetti thing. Or this, the jiggleberry whatever. I can't even remember the title. Main reason, it grows me out because if you take into account she is a sunflower, this has sunflowers, or maybe it doesn't. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it doesn't. My whole childhood I was like, isn't that a bit weird, a sunflower eating a sunflower? Not even not even paying attention really to the fact that it's a talking, walking sunflower. More so the fact she's eating herself. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that's the case. Which just proves how much of an idiot I was when I was a kid.
That's right.
And I am in general. Yes, 3 of them in there. I mean, see, 3 of those somehow equate to half a bowlful. What the heck? When I see stuff like that in games, it just reminds me of the story of Jesus and the loaves of bread and fish. A small little amount just randomly turns into a large amount. Of course, in the case of Jesus, that's a miracle, and in the case of video games, that's just the video game designers more than likely being an idiot and messing something up with the graphics, but, you know.
That's right.
Now, here's where I don't get it. Everything else is exactly the same, but like, no lettuce there, lettuce here, why? Anywho.
That's right. Swell. Let's give the next dish a try. What do we need to make our mystery lunch? That's right. That's right. For the last ingredient, why don't you pick anything you like?
Now here's where it gets interesting. I've never done it with all the ingredients. I'm probably going to do that at some point. Don't know if I'm going to, you know, stream it. Because, like, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 something ingredients. Yeah, I'll debate that later. But as of now, I'll go as the obvious. Fruit. That just makes sense for me.
That looks yummy.
Everything else just looks gross, weird, or concerning.
Let's eat.
Wowie kazowie! This looks delicious!
Thanks, pal.
Dig in, everybody.
That was not there originally. I must admit, though, I kind of hate that these things are loading really fast. If they would load slower, I could show you that the 2 dogs make 2 different barks. Obviously, louder for bigger, shriller for smaller. That's obvious. And then that just makes a boing, boing, boing sound, you know, like a bouncy ball. But it only works in the loading screen. They were one of the only games, Nick Jr. games are one of the only games I actually want them to load slow. Just because they have a playable functionality. All other games, it's like, hurry up! But yeah. Well, so far no one's watching. And I mean, to each their own. Now, let us see. Now for the Dora the Explorer stuff. And oh boy, I love that show. No. The theme song was repetitive. To be fair, every TV show has a repetitive theme song. Well, every cartoon at least, and Disney show, and every show I watch. I know there are other shows like... I know that there are things like my mom and my grandparents watch, like, you know, stuff that I'm not necessarily into, like random cop shows and soap operas and dating shows such as the whole Bachelor and Bachelorette. Like, I really just don't get that. I mean, to each their own. If you like that stuff, fine. Who am I to judge? But, like, not my cup of tea, as they say. Time management. That's actually a category. Okay. Ooh. Give me a second. Yeah, I just downloaded a new version of the Flashpoint thing, and I wanted to see if this newer version had a specific game. Well, it might help if it actually loads. Thank you. There's a game called Prom Haircuts. Alrighty then. Dora's Music Maker? Like Junior Music Maker. I can check it later. I just have to put that in favorites for now. Why do they have... Okay, there are dozens and dozens and dozens of weird games pertaining to old characters. I would state what they are, but some of them are very questionable. Such as those weird dress-up games that I've seen pertaining to random childhood characters that are like a normal dress-up game, but the character's also randomly pregnant. Like, that's confusing. Especially when, canonically speaking, said character is maybe too young to get pregnant, or is not dating anyone. Like, you're... Like, I don't know what's more concerning. Those games where it's like maybe a 5-year-old that is somehow pregnant, like, excuse me, do you not know how the human body works? Or ones where it's like, you do realize how the reproductive process works, right? I mean, this person is not married, a mother of God. Like, she's the only female to ever exist that got pregnant without the reproductive process. But yeah, like, what, huh? Excuse me, huh? That's not how that works. That doesn't work that way, people. That doesn't work that way. But in all seriousness. Okay, found a Nick Jr. phone. Like, see, here's one such example. Dora the Explorer mummy surgery. Why? I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. I know there are some fans that love to make games, but like, why? At least make the game canonically speaking correct. Don't just put random cartoon character with random idea and be like, ooh, this is a good thing. Like, at least make it canonically correct. Like, I'm not even going to play it, but like, Dora is not a surgeon. And they call these kid games. And then there's Dora the Explorer stomach surgery. Like, I'm looking at it and trying not to physically get ill on camera. Like, no thank you. Oh, and for any parents watching with their kids, or even a babysitter, or an older sibling, sorry about all that. I just, you know. I mean, even when I was like, maybe 3rd grade or so, that was my saint. The whole term reproductive process, that was the same term I used. Even then. But like, I didn't know about these games till somewhere in my mid-teens, I want to say. And I only found them by complete accident. Now, okay, I found something called Nick Jr. Radio. And like, here's another example. Dora the Explorer Sudoku from a website called WoW Escape. Like, what? I don't understand that at all. Ooh, okay. There are some 3D games for Dora, but not sure if I'm actually going to use that or not. And then, like, it just really confused me with a lot of dress-up games nowadays. Like, don't get me wrong, those games, content-wise, are really good. It just, some of them, they seem to go into one of 3 categories. A, you can make the character entirely naked. Yes, there are more adult-oriented ones that like put way too much detail, but I'm talking more about the ones that you can tell they're supposed to be naked, but like they don't show any body parts, and it's effectively just a weird round blob that you can only identify as the body because of the shape. And why it always has to do with girls is beyond me. That being said, dealing with guys is even worse, but like, you know, are they all made by the same person? And should I be concerned because, like, I've never seen a guy game do that. Thank the Lord that I haven't, but like, you know, it's weird that it's only girls. It shouldn't exist at all, but it's the only factor. Or they will do it and now have underwear. Like, at least you're covering it up. But then the better ones of them are, you can't remove a piece of clothing without putting another one on. And I really like, and between all the dress-up games, I prefer the last one, because then it doesn't generate that level of, oh no, I just saw someone naked sensation. Also, it's really freaky when you see a dress-up game and it's like, the person has underwear. Yay. But like, the character is supposed to be 5 years old and they have adult designed underwear and is like, do you need a doctor? Because that ain't normal. What 5-year-old is going to wear the same kind of underwear as worn by a 20-something-year-old? It doesn't even matter the gender, though it is exceptionally worse when it's female. At least when it's a guy, it kind of makes sense. But like, just, excuse me, you okay over there? Like, that's what I'm wondering when I see that. Okay, let's see. Music Maker. Okie doke, I found a Blue's Clues one. That can be for later. I made a Cars 2 one. Okie dokie. Excuse me. Hey, huh? Okay, don't know what that is. Blazing Monster Machines. That one apparently has a Music Maker. Okay, none. Don't know what's going on there. One for Simba. Still not sure what's going. Ooh. I don't know who that is, but that is the Nickelodeon one. I'm so unsure of what to do here. Nickelodeon one. What the heck? Oh, Mush Mush and the Mushables. Yeah, I remember that show being advertised. Never watched it though. I guess they have not added the thing yet. But yeah, like, point is, I don't mind the dress-up games. What I got the problem with is when the dress-up games, they claim that they're for kids, and then you see very questionable things, and it's like, this ain't for kids! This ain't for kids! Internal alarms going off, you know? Like, I can see a kid playing one of the Dora the Explorer dress-up games or something, and Dora the Explorer is pregnant or something, and then the kid's asking the parent, hey, mommy, or hey, daddy, how is she pregnant? Oh my gosh, does that mean I can get pregnant? Like, yeah. Thank you, I'm pretty sure any parent that has been in that situation is probably thinking, thank you, Mr. or Mrs. Game Creator. Now I have to explain pregnancy to my kid. Like, can you not label them as for kids? Can you not? In fact, better yet, just don't make them at all. Because, like, whether you are a kid or not, in my opinion, that's just one of those games where it's like, normally I'm not one to say the word yeet, but, like, it's one of those things where it's like, can you just yeet this game off the side of the planet? Because, like, no, just, no. Some of them are kind of okay, and the badness only boils down to a cringe level, where it's like not my cup of tea. But then there are others where it's like so bad, it's like just no one should be playing this, adult or kid. It's too much good. Period. And it gets to the level of if you do like this, something is seriously wrong with you mentally. Mind you, this coming from someone who actually has at least 2 mental issues. Anywho, now that I've identified they don't have that, next game is Dora's Magical Garden. Sorry about that rant. Just, you know, wanted to get that out.
Let's plant the magic garden. First, pick a seed. Then, plant it in a pot. Click on the watering can to water your plants. Add magic dust to make your plants grow faster. Seeds.
Or as I'm gonna call it, hyperactive fertilizer.
Corn.
Because at this point, that's probably more likely what it is.
Pick a seed. Tomato.
As you can see, while there are real ones
Petunia.
in here,
Seed.
there are not so real ones.
Hey, it's growing. Corn. Seeds.
Yeah, I'll do all the corn itself.
Yay! Good gardening. Seed. Corn. It's growing. Seed. Good choice. It's growing. Water. Water. Water.
Yes, you don't have to say water every time. I don't mind.
Water.
Look, guys, I don't mind this game, but like as you can see, wait for it.
Water.
That. Yes, I know it's water. Why do you think I keep clicking on it?
Water. Water. Look at it grow. Water.
Don't even need fertilizer if you do this.
Growing. Water. Water. Grow. Water. It's growing.
And I did.
Water. Wow. Look at it grow. ¡Qué bonita! It's so beautiful. ¡Qué linda! ¡Qué hermosa! Good gardening. ¡Qué bonita! It's so beautiful. ¡Qué linda! ¡Qué hermosa!
Now that is weird. The dog barks and then it grows.
Done. You did it! Yay! Great gardening! Click on the camera to take a picture. Click to print.
I don't know if the print function still works, but not trying that yet.
Seeds.
That being said,
Again. Seeds.
and then once it grows,
Corn. Sunflower. Whistling flower. Pick a seed. Watermelon. Daisy. Rose. Pick a seed. Whistling flower.
wait, sunflower with sunflower fly
Sunflower.
flycatcher.
Flycatcher. Whistling flower.
Daisy.
Petunia.
So that's actually 4.
Pick a seed.
Let's see. There are 12 pages. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Flycatcher.
1, 2, 3.
Watermelon.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do the flycatcher and
Flycatcher. Flycatcher. Hey, it's growing. Seeds. Whistling flower. Hey, it's growing. Seeds. Be a good choice. Wow, look at it grow. Seeds. Yay! It's growing. Seeds. Dad, I can't wait to see this one grow. Gardening. Seed daisy. Corn.
and I'll just do corn again for the remainder.
Water.
This way it'll speed up and you all can see every one of them grow.
Water. Water. Water.
Oop! And to do this one first.
It's growing. Hey, it's growing. Wow, look at it grow. Good garden.
I'll just let them finish this stage
Look, it's starting to grow.
and go from there.
Look, it's starting to grow. Water. 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 Good gardening. Good mosa. It's so beautiful. Juanita. Juanita. Hey, it's growing. It's so beautiful. Lisa. Good mosa. Good Juanita.
So yeah, that's the thing. Now I do want to show all of them having a silly flower and whistling flower, because I do believe they all would go in sync. But I'll do that when I'm done with the rest.
Great gardening. Click on the camera to take a picture. Click to print. Seeds. Watermelon. Today's excellent seeds. Plant seeds. Rose. Petunia. Tomato excelente.
Okay.
It's growing. Seeds. Yay! Wow. Look at it grow.
Minecraft.
Good gardening.
But seriously,
Seeds.
let's see.
Today, I can't wait to see this one grow. It's starting to grow. Seeds. But good choice. Hey, it's growing. Petunia. It's growing. Water. 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 Water.
Oh,
Water. Wow. Look at it water. Good gardening. Water. It's growing. Water. Wow. Look at it grow. Water. Water. Look, it's starting to grow. Hey, it's growing. Wow. Water. Grow. Yeah, Juanita. It's so beautiful. did it! Yay! Great gardening! Click on the camera to take a picture. Click to print. Play again. Seeds.
I do want to see if they actually do go in sync. So...
Dancing flower. Rose. Silly flower. Excelente. Hey, it's growing.
I'll do 6 silly flowers, and that'll be it.
See, silly flower. Wow, look at it grow. Yay! Look, it's starting to grow. See, silly flower. Hey, it's growing. Silly, I can't wait to see this good gardening. Water. Water.
And then move on to the next game.
Water. Water. Water.
And Blue Maxima, if you ever see this, thank you. Dude, if I could hug you, I would. You really have succeeded in bringing back my childhood.
Wow, look at it grow. Good gardening. Water. Hey, it's growing. Water. Look, it's starting to grow. Water.
I mean, even though this is a more recent game,
Water.
as far as I'm concerned, it's still part of my childhood.
Growing. Get Juanita. It's growing. It's so beautiful. Get
I don't know about you, but these things look like roosters.
Good gardening. Get Juanita. Wow, look at it grow. It's so beautiful. Get Anita. Get Hermosa.
Now, if I time it right...
You did it.
See? Perfect sync.
Good gardening. Click on the camera to take a picture. Click to print. Play again. See.
Now, one final one. That's the whistling flower.
Look, it's starting to see.
A lot of these, I'm wondering if they are actually real.
See.
I mean,
Whistling flower.
obviously they wouldn't have eyes,
Yay! Look,
but like I wonder if they have.
whistling flower.
There are flowers that have those names.
Seeds.
Gosh, that's hurting my head.
Whistling flower. Wow! Look at it go. Water. Water.
And sorry guys for those who are getting headaches from this.
Water.
Trying to show how it works, didn't recall that it made this much noise. Oh.
Water.
Oh, they have different little
Grow.
lump patterns in the dirt. Just noticed that.
Growing. Water. It's growing. Water. Good gardening. Water. Look, it's starting to grow. Water. Look, it's starting to grow. Water. It's growing.
Now, when this is done, I'm moving to the next game.
Get hermosa. Get Juanita. Get Juanita. See? It's so beautiful. Get Nita. Get hermosa. You did it! Yay! Great gardening! Click on the camera to take a picture. Click to print.
Yeah, now, this one flower decided to get out of sync, I guess you could say.
Daisy. C.
Now, just because I want to.
Tomato. Good choice. Hey, it's growing. Yay!
because it'll actually save it when you get done, or should. I will check when I get done. Yeah, let's see. Yep. But then it'll give the tutorial again. Yeah, once these are grown, I'm going on to the next game. Won't even ungrown them. Root them up. I don't know what the term would be in the gameplay. Very confusing if you think about it. Oh. I messed up the synchronization.
It's so beautiful. Qué linda.
Oops.
Good gardening. Beautiful. Qué linda.
And then
Hermosa.
there we go.
Good gardening. Qué bonita. Done. Done. You did it. Yay. Great gardening. Click on the camera to take a picture. Click to print.
Yes, you're gonna grow 6 watermelons and they're all gonna look the same. Well, looks like no one's joining the stream today. Just me then. Okay. Well, to each their own. Still gonna be doing this though, just for fun. I really am bored. Yeah, now is one called Dora's Mermaid Adventure. Came out a few years ago for Earth Day. Those bubbles. Oh, just leave it here and that gives a kind of cool screensaver effect.
Hola, soy Dora. A mean octopus is dumping garbage everywhere. There's garbage on the beach and in the ocean. The yucky, dirty garbage is even falling down onto Mermaid Kingdom. Mariana the mermaid needs her magic crown to make all the garbage disappear. Will you help me find her magic crown? Great! Along the way, help me pick up the garbage with my vacuum pack. Vamonos! Let's go! Move your mouth to make me move. Click to vacuum up the garbage. Try to vacuum up as much garbage as you can to make the beach and water nice and clean.
Dang, I feel weird not being able to complete it, as I'm sure you guys know. And it changes every time, as I'm sure you just saw.
Excelente! You vacuumed up the garbage. You're doing great.
Years a gamer, being a gamer. Years of being a gamer.
Great vacuuming.
But yeah, I was gonna say earlier, yeah, never mind that, let's just get started.
Go.
on the screensaver thing for context.
Cleaner.
Crabs!
You're a great cleaner. You vacuumed up the garbage. Great vacuuming. You're doing great.
These balls of trash remind me of stuff from the Gray Matter level of a Ben 10 game. Show y'all at a later point. That is part of the series I'm working on, so.
Fantastico. Fantastico. You're doing great. Keep looking for garbage. Excelente. Great vacuuming. We've got to get this magic crown to Mariana the mermaid. We found the magic crown! Hooray! And look, I'm a mermaid! Now I can swim underwater! Vamonos! Let's go give Mariana the mermaid her magic crown! Fantastico! You're doing great! You vacuumed up the garbage. Excelente. Great vacuuming. You're a great cleaner.
Oop, missed one. But oh well. That one always gets me. Not gonna make a big deal about it.
Great vacuuming. You vacuumed up the garbage. You're a great cleaner. Fantastico. Excelente. Excelente.
Clean up the whale.
You're a great cleaner. Fantastico. Great vacuuming.
What even is that? The Brown's gunky stuff. That doesn't even look like trash. That literally looks like wet sand to me.
Keep trying to vacuum up the dirty garbage.
Wander classifying barrels as garbage is beyond me.
You're doing great.
That's a much bigger whale. Only animal that comes in a different size. Why?
You vacuumed up the garbage. Look, Mariana's on the ground, and now all the garbage is disappearing. We saved Mermaid Kingdom from the garbage. The famous. We did it.
And you know, That's one thing that I really don't like about Dora the Explorer. Don't get me wrong, I like cartoons as much as the next person, but when a cartoon has so much not realistic factors, it's like, why? Case in point, those little things going across. I don't even care about the instruments. It's more so the frog and the snail would not need the scuba gear. They can both survive underwater. The snail is a bit iffy because depending on if it's a land snail or not, that determines where it is. And the frog, it wouldn't so much need scuba gear, probably just a seawater diffuser? I don't know. It wouldn't be able to survive in the ocean, that's for sure. But it doesn't need more oxygen, it just needs a way to breathe the water without getting us all dead. Okay, let's see here. um, um, do I actually want to do the next one? Yeah, no. I'll do some more later, guys. Don't know if that'll be today. Don't know if it'll be tomorrow, 2 days from now, but I'm actually really tired right now. And as I've mentioned before, this does not give me much support on my rear end, so yeah. I don't want to hurt myself, so that's the end of the stream. So bye guys for now. Where's the stop option? Bye.